everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am here with another plan with me, my 52 weeks of Halloween planner, using the Haunted Mansion kit from Scribble Prints Co. And I am using this because we're gonna go watch the Haunted Mansion this week. So we're planning for the 24th through the 30th. So I used one this last week and I paired it with a journaling kit from the Functional Sub and I love it. We have the Summer Horror July box happening, and this is what this last week has looked like. Like I said, it is currently Saturday, so I haven't filled everything out, so I haven't put in my character stickers, which will be Boo and Morty for sure. So, loving the Salem kit. Oh my goodness, loving it. But let's go ahead and jump right in. I have had this kit forever. Oh my goodness, have I had this kit forever. It's not even in the format she normally that she has. Like, it is, yeah, like, okay, where's the bottom washi? Was getting a little worried there. that would not be good. If there was no bottom washi in there, I would be, I mean, I do have some Haunted Mansion washi, so I could have done that, but yeah. So I have slowed down immensely on the amount of Scribble Prints Co. kits I buy. I have bought a lot from her in the past, but I don't know what it is, but let's see, which way do we want to go? I think I want to start with the green. I know in past, like, especially when it came to, like, the 52 weeks of fandom, she was in there a lot. And that was just because she does a lot of fandom kits. Now, mind you, she does not put them up on her website anymore. She does them as limited edition mystery kits. You have no idea what you're going to get, which is not exactly my favorite way to do things. Because when it comes to pop fandom type kits, those things are, like, important to people. And some speak out more to other, you know, more to some people than it does to others. So yeah, I'm not a fan. I think the pop mystery number 1 was the Princess Diaries. And while I love that movie and I love Anne Hathaway, it is not something that I'm immediately drawn to for a kit. The second pop mystery was E.T., I want to say. And I love that one, but that's because I'm a child of the 80s and 90s. So, like, E.T. is iconic to that. And then I just saw the pop mystery number 3, which was The Breakfast Club. Sorry, I had to think pretty hard there for that one. And cool, but it really was just the characters sitting in their iconic scenes. And I don't know how I really feel about that. I want a little bit more, I don't know, maybe I'm wanting a little bit more zhuzh to it all. Like, having the characters there sitting, you know, down in the library, they're all sitting on the floor. Like, okay, like, where is some more of the, I guess maybe what I'm looking for, and I'm trying to say, is I'm looking for a little bit more creativity, not just what I saw in the movie. Does that make sense? So that's just my personal opinion. It's not a knock on anybody else who likes those, because trust me, I love the E.T. one. I absolutely love the E.T. one. But, you know, just for some of them, I'm just kind of like, I just don't know how I totally feel about it. So, yeah, definitely supporting other smaller shops now with some of their stuff. And I've got so much, I really have to get through it and everything so that I can do the stuff that I want to do with some of the other shops that I have found. So that's that. But for this Haunted Mansion one, I have had this Haunted Mansion one forever. What, 3-4 years now, maybe? I mean, did it come? I think it came out 4 years ago. I wasn't able to get it. And then she brought it back like 3 years ago. And I was doing Year of Fandom then. So I think I got it with the intentions of doing that. And then it just didn't, it didn't vibe with it. Just didn't do it. So, but here we are with 52 Weeks of Halloween again. And so this one matches perfect. And I think she did a pop mystery that did have the Haunted Mansion. I think that technically was #1. But I don't think she had decided at that point that she was going to be doing a pop mystery, so to speak, release every month. So like I said, I don't know how exactly I feel about it. So we are just gonna do. Okay. So I am going to, and I like this one, how it's more about the ride than it is the movie. That one I really, really enjoy. Like you've got the castle and the carriage and the stuff. I like that one. A little bit more creativity into it. Because the coffin that slams down and stuff, I don't think is over by the picture. It's been a minute since I've been there. Anyways, I digress. I'm still going to use it. I have a couple more kits for Halloween from Scribble Prints Co. I have like the classic slasher one. I think this one's going to go in the sidebar. The classic slasher one. I think I have like a abandoned house one. What all do I have? I have the stuff right next to me, but I don't know if I'm tempted to lift it up and bring it out, because I just don't know. I just don't know what I want to do just yet. So, but anyways, I digress on all of this. However, I have made the decision that I am going to be using some of my other kits. I'm going to just probably do a planner off to the side, and not film it, probably not even show it. And just kind of that way I'm just able to use up some of the stickers that I have that are just bursting out of some albums, and everything, and kind of go back to, you know, what it used to be, what planning used to be, where I used to plan for the sake of planning and not really for the sake of Instagram. So I don't know if there will ever be any character stickers in there. Probably just a lot of pen and stickers, icons, things like that. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So my next evolution of 52 weeks of bullet journaling is coming along quite nicely. So yeah, I am looking at doing some stencils and stuff. So let's see, what should we have to do? Let's do dinners. Okay, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so let's pull out this guy. So we're gonna do dinners off to the side over here, because I do have this other full box I want to get into this sidebar, and stuff. But also at the same time, I think one of the reasons why I'm not wanting to do any more Scribble prints, it's always been kind of a thing for me anyways. I'm not a fan of glossy paper. I haven't been since it came out. I mean, when you go to take pictures of it, it shines. You know, I am just not a fan of, okay, so let's stick this right up against this one. I'm just not a fan of glossy paper. For me specifically, when there is just so, oh, I need my box for what week this is going to be. Let's see. For me personally, this is just all personal preference, okay? Personal preference. I need a box. I need a box for the week it's going to be. And I don't have one. Oh, don't need checklists. I'm not a fan of Ombre Heart checklists anymore. I haven't been for years. They're just not, I don't know, maybe it's because it's just so overdone. There we go. Here we go. That I'm not a fan. Okay, so that is what we're going to use for what week it is. But like I said, I haven't been a fan of glossy paper ever. And I feel like with the options that are out there now, while glossy can give you such a great color payoff, I also feel like that there's just better options for not only writing, because, well, the glossy paper has changed since what it used to be, because it used to be where glossy paper, you could not use gel pens to write on it, but it has changed. However, I mean, you see the glare it gives. It just bugs me. All right, we're going to move on to happier things to talk about. Last night, Friday night, last week, when you're watching this video, it'll be last week. We decided to head out. So we haven't quite figured out how the storms around here work yet. I mean, yes, we are from Texas, but Midwest storms are totally different than Texas storms. And we got severe weather alerts. That we have a weather radio in our bedroom so that if anything happens during the middle of the night, because that's usually when things like to happen, we can hear it and act appropriately. But we're outside and we see this cloud formation and it's got a spin to it, you guys. And we're watching it. And I mean, I mean, tornadoes can pop up out of anywhere. But we're still within that prime season and stuff. And we're just watching it. And I think we stood outside for about 10-15 minutes. Our neighbors started coming out. I mean, we were in the middle of the road, so maybe that's why they came out. But we watched it. And we're like, okay, when we watch the weather and it's like, yeah, rain, it's going to pass, it's going to do this. And we're like, okay. We eat dinner, and then we're getting ready for family movie night. And the people who won the game on Monday get to pick the snacks for movie night on Friday, which, you know, I'm sitting here talking about movie night, so I might as well put down my movie marquee so I can mark it. And the winners were my oldest son and my youngest daughter, and they wanted whatchamacallit, what is it called? Jeez Louise, I can't even fix myself correctly. They wanted ice cream from Dairy Queen. So off to Dairy Queen we go. And we get out to the car and my youngest son is like, it's starting to sprinkle. We're like, it's okay. Like, it wasn't bad. We get out of our neighborhood onto the main road and halfway down and it just went, I mean, the ice cream shop is maybe 2 miles away, maybe. We couldn't see like 15 feet ahead of us. Like we were going super slow. It was that insane. So we were like, okay, go slow. We ended up sitting in the parking lot for a while to kind of just wait out the storm. And it was insane. We catch a break in the storm. We go and we get our ice cream. And we start to head out, and we look to the side and we're like, what are these people looking at? Like, what is going on? And we look to our right, and the entire road is flooded, and it's flooding into the canal system, and there's people stuck on both sides. Another car turns down the road and starts just barreling, and we're like, no, stop. Like, what do you do to somebody who's not paying attention to that? Yeah, it was insanity. Oh my gosh, it was so crazy. And then we have a little bit of a break, but we're looking around, and there is just water everywhere. And we're like, oh my gosh, let's start heading back home. So we start heading back home, and we get not even to the stoplight where the corner is, and the rain just barrels down again. It was the craziest thing. I mean, granted, I'll take the rain and the flash flooding over tornadoes any day of the week, because at least with like the flash flood, you can just stay in a parking lot, be good, and all of that. And we don't do a lot of the side streets because they do have a tendency to get a little dippy. So we don't do many of those. But yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Okay, why do I feel like I don't have boxes to use? Probably because this was a mini kit back in the day. That's what I'm thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it had to have been a full kit. Ugh, okay. I should have used this way back in the day. Probably would make my life so much easier right now. So, all right, let's do this. So yeah, it was crazy. So then we get home and it's movie night, right? So we get to watching our movie, and we were perusing movies the other night. You know, I'm trying to think of what night it was. What night were we perusing movies? Really need to get better at writing this down. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday evening. I can't remember. My husband and I are like, we're going to go lay down. We're going to watch a movie. Kids, you know, you can watch your show. Because we wanted to watch a horror movie. And we were perusing and stuff to figure out which one. And that's when we saw that Clue was on Prime Video. Like, we're talking about Clue from like 1980s version Clue. A young Tim Curry, a younger Christopher Lloyd. That's what we were talking about. My husband was like, oh, I so want to watch this. This would be so awesome. So that's what we ended up doing and watching after we came home from the crazy flooding storm that decided to come pretty much. Like, we had a line because it was literally, you like cross the line here. Over here you were dry or maybe a couple sprinkles, and then over here it was like, it was insane. It was so insane. So anyways, that was our lovely Friday evening. Stuff happening. You know, I'll take it. There could be worse things that happen on a Friday evening. But I tried the new Blizzard from Dairy Queen because that's where we ended up going for ice cream. I tried the new cookie dough, or what was it? Cake batter cookie dough Blizzard. Oh my gosh. It was really kind of gross, you guys. I did not like it at all. I love like the birthday type one you can get from Stone Cold Creamery. I really like that one. Like they've got sweet cream and then they've got, or no, they have a cake batter ice cream and then you put in sprinkles. I really, really love that one. That one I really, really love. So we haven't seen a Stone Cold. I don't know if we have one. Maybe we do. I can't recall. And so I was like, ooh, you know, that sounds really, really good. That's what I'm talking about. I'll eat that. And yeah, it wasn't that great. So I was a little disappointed. So I just ended up falling asleep early during the movie. That is actually my track record and something I'm very good at doing. Okay, so let's see. What do we have here? I just do not have the things that I want to have. And that is slightly frustrating. Okay, I need to fill up some space. However, I don't have a lot of room. I have 4 of these guys. And then I guess I could do 3 of these. I guess that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so let's grab these 3. Yeah, I'm not too happy that I don't have all the boxes that I want to have, but it's still gonna look cute. I prefer last week's kit over this one. I definitely have some clear favorites for kits. That is for sure, and I am not shy about that one. Having clear favorites for kits. There are some definite good ones. This is definitely not a clear favorite. Like I said, this one, I like the artwork a lot better than this. I don't know. Maybe it's the colors. I feel like I'm kind of like in a little bit of a negative Nancy mood. My apologies. I'm not trying to be in a little negative Nancy mood, but I don't know. I had high hopes for this one, and I'm not really seeing my hopes come through. So maybe that's what it is. It'll work. It'll be fine. I just know that by the time the end of July comes here, we're going to be pretty busy too. So actually it probably won't start until August, come to think of it. Since this would be the full last week. I don't know. Who knows? I'm just rambling on. Welcome to my YouTube channel, because by the time I get to these videos, I just ramble. But there we go. Like I said, not my favorite layout, but it fits the theme, and that is really all I care about. I'm gonna flip backwards. Yeah, I enjoy this version so much better. I did not think that I was going to enjoy this version as much. I mean, I did have to pull in the functional sub for this one. So, you know, I mean, it happens. But I love how it came together so much better. I don't know. Maybe it's the glossy paper. Maybe I'm just having a sensory thing right now. I'm not loving the glare. Here you go. I think that's where we're going to end. But yeah, I mean, I guess we'd want, yeah, this is where we're going to end. All right, you guys. If you enjoyed this rambling video of mine, if you agree with anything, if you want to leave disparaging comments, I don't care. Give me a thumbs up. Leave the comments down below. Oh, wow. I'm now getting flustered. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye now.